Hey YouTube, Dan here from EAP Films Official, and today I want to talk to you about how much I earn on YouTube. So how much do I earn on YouTube? Well, it's a question that people probably want to ask me but are afraid to ask. So before I go into how much I make, it's probably worth mentioning how I make money on YouTube. So the way I earn money is through monetization. So what is monetization? Well, you know when you watch a video on YouTube and an advert plays before it, during or after the video, that's basically it. So you have an option in the upload box when you're doing your description, your titles, your tags. There's a monetize button which you can use to basically make your video advertiser friendly so that it plays ads before your video. And that's really all there is to it. But there is a catch. How many of you skip an ad before the video plays? Be honest. I do it, I'm sure you guys do it as well. But unfortunately, skipping an advert is what eliminates the possibility of a creator earning a bit of money. So if you're skipping an ad, you're really not helping the creator sustain their channel or help them grow. But don't worry, everyone does it. I do it too. But it's also not that easy either, because predominantly my channel is all about reactions. And there are other channels out there who do reaction videos as well. And the problem is, when you're reacting to a video, the video you're reacting to isn't owned by you, that's owned by somebody else. So quite often you'll find there are three ways in which your video will be categorized. You'll either have non-eligible, which means you can't earn a single penny from the video at all. That's if your video isn't blocked or striked. You can have a split revenue, which means you share the revenue between yourself and the creator, the original creator, and that the split is dependent on what the creator has set. We don't know what that split is, at least I don't think I know. So the split could be, 1% me, 99% them, I don't know. And the third option we have is obviously full monetization, which is the ideal situation to be in. However, that still all counts for nothing if you skip an advert. One of my most recent videos was Morissette Amon. My reaction hit number 19 on the trending page. Within a week, I received over 120,000 views. And do you know how much money I've earned off that video alone? A big fat zero. So with that in mind, just how much do I earn on YouTube on average month to month with my current subscriber count, which is around 29,000? Let's take a look. I have here a list of stats. So from July through to September, I've earned on average $154 a month. Convert that into pounds and that equates to roughly £116. I'm also taxed on that at 20%, which means on average I earn around £93 a month, which over the week, roughly around £4.65 a day. And that's now. So what started out as a hobby for me has now turned into more of a business kind of thing, in that before I was spending a couple of days a week on YouTube whilst my current work was quiet, and because my channel's grown so much over this time, I end up checking YouTube every single day. I read all the comments, I reply to as many as I can, I'm adding videos to my watch list, I'm replying on Twitter, I'm on Facebook, I'm doing reaction videos, I'm planning my travel videos. I find myself spending so much more time doing YouTube than my actual work. And that's a problem, because it should be the other way around. So I'm finding myself fitting my work around YouTube than YouTube around my work. So the question is, if I'm going to grow my channel and make it more of a job, how do I sustain this? How do I grow my channel? How do I make sure that I make more of an income to make this much more of a sustainable, viable option for me as a source of income? And the answer to that? Patreon. For those of you who don't know what Patreon is, it's basically a subscription platform for content creators to basically be paid more handsomely than through YouTube. It means that content creators can grow their channel, upgrade their equipment, and provide more exciting content for you as well. So how it works is that you subscribe to the Patreon page, which is a monthly outgoing of $1, $5, $10, etc. Whichever amount you feel comfortable with, and in return, just like a Kickstarter page, there are perks. There will be live streams every Friday for Patreon subscribers. There will be early access to my upcoming Philippines trip, so you get to see that before anybody else. Shoutouts and on-screen credits, exclusive videos that will never be seen on YouTube, and more. So having that regular income will help stabilize my finances. It'll help me upgrade my equipment, give you an all-round better viewer experience, but above all, it gives me a chance to interact with you guys on a whole nother level. So there'll be things like the live streams that we can interact with. There'll be the comment sections underneath all the posts that will be on there on Patreon, and even polls as well. So whenever there's a question or a voting system, we get to all have an interaction point there as well. And for those of you who don't want to subscribe to Patreon, that's fine as well. There's no obligation to subscribe to the Patreon page. And also, in terms of the experience on YouTube, there's going to be no change. So it's not like I'm going to start taking all my videos off YouTube and have them owned for Patreon. So you're not going to lose out, put it that way, but you will be able to benefit from additional content through the Patreon page. So you do have that option as well. But even if you do subscribe, you can cancel at any time, and you can even edit your subscription level. So let's say you've gone for a $50 subscription level and you go, actually now I want the $5, that's fine, you can do that as well. So thank you very much for watching. Hopefully you'll enjoy the content that I'll be putting on Patreon, and I look forward to seeing you all there as well.